Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
And guess what? The mailbag lives on. Today's episode, we are back with another listener mailbag. And while it is pretty the way home heavy, there is plenty of additional commentary included in this episode. So we would love for you to keep those emails coming. hello@girlsgonehallmark.com for all of your Hallmark-related thoughts for future listener mailbag episodes.
Listen, can I jump in here real quick?
Please.
I've been traveling this last week, and every time I open my phone, I see something new about Hallmark.
I know.
I'm like, I can't keep up. The 1 week that I take off, like all this stuff comes out.
I know.
I can't keep up.
I know.
I saw that there was previews or a trailer or a clip, I don't know, sneak peek of the Disney
It looks so good.
Oh, I'm excited. I haven't even looked at it yet. I saw that. Does it look good?
Here's my first impression of the Disney movie. The fact that it is done in partnership with Disney and we get to use Disney property and Disney branding, it's not some like Bobo theme park.
Yeah.
That elevates it for me. And the fact that they're shooting on location and Disney is very protective of their brand. So in my feeling, like Disney's not going to let Hallmark make a bad movie. Mm-hmm. And Ryan Landell's is attached and Ryan Landell's doesn't miss so far. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this movie.
Well, you know how I feel.
Yeah, Disney hater, Christmas hater. So it's going to be a hard sell.
If Megan knows me best, guys.
Then I just sum it up.
It pretty much summed it up. Yeah. It's going to be a rough holiday season for me, I think.
I think we're going to make a former Disney hater out of you.
Maybe. Also, I know we talked about it last week with the Bears announcement.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I was out to dinner with some family last weekend, and I had told my husband and my mother-in-law, because my brother-in-law is a huge Bears fan. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, did you guys hear? Of course they didn't, because they're not on the pulse of what Hallmark's doing.
Sure.
But I was like, they're doing a collaboration with the Chicago Bears. And I was like, yeah, I think even the coach, I don't know if it is the coach, but I think it's the head coach who like made the announcement for the Bears. I tell this to my husband and he's like, what? He's like, that guy's not super media friendly, I guess. So he was like shocked. So then I had to send it to him and send it to my mother-in-law, who then sent it to my brother-in-law. I think I got 3 more on board for Hallmark now.
Oh, look at that.
Doing the hard work over here, Hallmark.
Grassroots promotion over there.
Yes, exactly. Guerrilla marketing from Girls Gone Hallmark.
All right.
Word of mouth. Yes, let's get into this.
Hop into the listener mailbag. Our first is an email from Sarah who says, my only note on your commentary is the whole Nick eavesdropping and then popping out thing, which I laughed at both times. It's literally the same thing that Alice and Kat did every single time they were creeping around in the past. The difference is Nick popped out and said something and Alice and Kat just creeped and eavesdropped. Why is it okay when they did it, but not with Nick? Full disclosure, I'm a Nick and Alice fan, and I know you both aren't. I get it, but I've been reading fan fiction since I was 10, and this is the exact kind of trope that I love. I knew Hallmark wasn't going to, but I was grateful for the little moments they did give us. I felt the same way about Nick's "maybe you'll meet Claire one day" line as I did about Thomas saying the house was blue.
Is there a difference between Nick popping out and Alice and Kat just creeping around?
I don't think there is. Alice was in that house watching them in multiple episodes of season 4.
Yeah, and that's a really valid point.
Yes, and if it had been Nick or Elliot or anybody else, we'd been like, ew, get out. But we gave Alice a pass. We said it was weird, but not creepy. So I appreciate this call out here.
Yeah, I do too. We have an email from Maggie. She writes, first-time writer, but regular listener. I finally watched the Way Home series finale, and here's my crazy thought about Nick's wife, Claire. It's Susanna. She time traveled with a Landry, met Nick, and has been living in current time with him since. In season 5, yet to be made, she'll have to figure out how to be in the same friend group with Kat while secretly in love with her. I mean, that would be a real pivot. One we could take on Netflix.
Exactly. Not going to happen on Hallmark, but if another network picks it up. The Way Home on HBO Max.
Could you imagine? I would love it. I would shout from the rooftops. Talk about guerrilla marketing. I would be like, everybody needs to watch this show.
A nudity warning right up top.
Yes. R rating. Love it. Love it.
At TVMA.
Yes, exactly. What do you think about Claire being Susanna?
No.
You don't think so?
Oh, first of all, we don't have forward time travel, and I mean, I think it's funny. I think it's interesting to think about, but I don't think Susanna is Claire.
What are some other wild theories have you read about who Claire is?
I have not read any other than Alice.
Oh, okay. Okay. Me neither. I just was wondering if there were ones out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
It's Dell. Could you imagine?
No, that would be worse than Alice.
It's Rita. That would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh. No, it's none of those people. No, that's not working for me.
Get it, ladies?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm joking. I'm joking. Please
All right.
don't send her hate emails, guys. We're just having a good time with these final emails. That's all.
All right. Francisco says, I listened to your final mailbag for The Way Home and loved it. One thing I want to agree with you is it really did change from a show about personal family connections to a mystery box show. I'm not sure that's for the best. I think Allison Colton's goodbye and his revelation was meaningful. The one with Fern wasn't as meaningful. It still kept that up this season, but knowing what the suitcase was just wasn't necessary to me as one example. I agree on Nick. It's weird. I've seen the logic in groups, and it's either A, Alice goes back to the 90s and grows up somehow to become Claire and be with Nick, which why? Or B, present day Nick and Alice end up together and Claire is her stage name.
Oh.
That's one I've seen, which is creepy. Someone who you knew as a teen was waiting for her to come of age? It's gross. What Megan said about him, something to the effect of, call me when you're old enough, I let out the biggest laugh. There's a rumor now Nick is Griffin even. No, Nick is Nick.
Okay, I could kind of believe this. Maybe Alice has a stage name as Claire.
Okay.
But it is still kind of weird. Like, he's her mom's age.
I'm standing 10 toes down. Alice is not Claire.
Yeah, no. Agree.
Francisco goes on to say, people will keep wondering and discussing various questions if it doesn't get picked up, I'm sure. I also haven't immersed myself in every nuance of every series interview with the showrunners, but I did see a bit of an interview Kristen Maldonado did, and they said the Nick and Thomas scenes were winks to the fans. Eye roll.
Oh, shame on you, eye roll. I liked the Thomas scene,
Sure.
It being a wink to the fans. I was a fan of Thomas and all of that stuff. So I can see how the fans of Alice and Nick enjoyed their little wink too.
Mm-hmm. Francisco ends his email with, P.S. I'd totally be down for a rewatch.
Francisco is not alone.
He is not.
Christine wrote, you guys are amazing. Please do a rewatch podcast. The only news that would top that is a season 5. Thanks for all the great conversations.
And Shayna says, would absolutely love a rewatch of the series to hear your thoughts with knowing what we all know and still may not know now.
Okay, here's my question for you. What would a rewatch even look like for us?
I don't know. I mean, are we talking all 40 episodes? Are we talking combining a few, doing like a few episodes per season? Here's my biggest fear. You know how people got mad at us when we forgot details?
Yes.
During a rewatch, I can't be guaranteed that I'm going to remember all of the details to be looking for. Some people were commenting like, oh, there's mistakes in season 1 based on what we know now. And I don't think those are mistakes. Those are just the writers changed course and are hoping people forget about some of those things. Mm-hmm. I'm just concerned that people are going to get mad, but I'm open to a rewatch. I can't envision the format yet.
Yeah, I can't envision the format either, or the time that we would have to do it. Today's July 3rd as we record this. Before we know it, it will be Christmas content, which drops October. Is that right? We're not doing it during the Christmas season.
Yep.
It would have to be like next year.
Yep.
So I don't know. If listeners here are truly interested in a rewatch, I encourage you to send us an email with a pitch on how that would look on our end.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Because we've already gone through every episode. And while our format did change a little bit as we recorded those reviews or whatever, I'm curious what you would want to see that's different.
I agree. Send us those emails.
Brittany writes her in. She says, as for a possible future season, I hope they just leave it as is. Kyler Lee will want to move on to another show. She has left successful, renewed shows before. I don't think that the show would work without her in it unless they kill off the character or put the character in a comatose state, which fans would protest. The only other way is to set it much farther in the future. Here's my thoughts. Don't hate the idea of a jump forward in the future reinvention of the show. But then I do think the hardcore fans would not be happy with that, because our regular players, everybody we love, wouldn't be part of it.
Yeah, it would be a hard show without Sadie and Andy and Kyler. The overall point here is a good one. We have a big ensemble cast. The idea of them all still being available to do another season, should it get picked up, is a huge question mark. So these are good points.
I even saw recent pictures of Kyler Lee, and she's super blonde. She dyed her. That's hair. Easy. It's fine. Yeah. It's not like she shaved her head or anything, but.
And it's easy to go back to brunette or put her in a wig.
Yeah, exactly. But I just was like, oh, is she doing something else? Or is that just for fun? And I don't know if you saw it. I think I shared it on our Instagram, but a lot of the ladies from the cast were all in New York together.
I saw that.
Having a night out. They went to a show, and we're talking showrunners were with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah. Was it just fun, or were they pitching something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Aaron writes, one final question. Out of all the seasons, what was your favorite scene? The one that stuck with you? For me, I have 3. Third place, when Kat is holding Finn's ball and realized what happened to Jacob, season 1, episode 10. Second place, when Jacob walks through the door, Del sees him, and then she asks Jacob, how does he know Alice? Season 3, episode 1. First place, when Colton realizes who Alice truly is. Season 3, episode 10.
Brava to Aaron with these details here, because this is where a rewatch needs to happen for me. I'm like, I don't remember Kat holding that ball and realizing what that feels so long ago. It was so many years ago. I lived in a different house at that time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
For me, I think one of my favorite scenes is Colton and Kat.
Oh.
Didn't they have when he calls her, he's dying and she's there? I don't know.
He says, my Catherine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, it's hard for me to remember. And I don't want the fans to be mad at me for not remembering. It's just I'm old, and these details in one and out the other. You know what I mean?
I totally understand. I'm going to have to steal one of Aaron's, because for me, that scene with Colton and Alice in the season 3 finale is the emotional pinnacle of the show for me. It's the culmination of so many of our storylines. It really goes to the heart of the show. It's not about mystery solving. It's about the family of it all. And as much as there were still stories to be told in season 4 and beyond, that really reads as a series finale moment to me. So that is my highlight.
Isn't there There's another scene that I really like, and I don't remember the context at all, but I swear it's Kat and Thomas in the 1800s, and they're like on the banks of the ocean, and it's very emotional. Am I making this? Is it a fever dream? Am I having my own fever dream?
I think that exists too, and she has to leave him, but I don't remember the details of season 2 or season 3.
Guys, don't be mad at me. I'm sorry.
Maybe we do need a rewatch.
Maybe.
All right.
Robin writes in, she writes, Chris Holden Reed, you probably know this, and a search of his name will reveal that he is in a show called Departure. I found this several years ago. I thought it was a British show, but it's not. All of the actors sure sounded English, including Mr. Holden Reed. It's a Canadian show. If you haven't seen it and you are interested, the 3 seasons now air on Tubi. I saw the first 2 seasons on Peacock. If mysteries aren't your thing, then the stories might not interest you. Archie Panjabi and Christopher Plummer also star in this series. Have you heard of this show?
No, but that doesn't mean anything.
No, I know. I'm like, wait a second. I'm trying to place Archie Panjabi. I think I know who this person is. Hold on a second. Yes, it is who I thought it was. And Departure is a high-octane conspiracy series that follows the mystery of Flight 716, a passenger plane that vanishes over the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, this looks interesting. I would watch this.
Archie Panjabi was excellent in The Good Wife. Excellent.
Oh, interesting.
I love her. So, you know what? I'm kind of into this. I might watch this.
Patrick Sabongi, I'm pretty sure he has been in some Hallmark shows. Why is that name familiar to me? He was in the Christmas Sale.
Yes. Yep. He sure was.
This actually looks quite interesting to me. And it's a Peacock original series. So if you have Peacock, it's there. But as mentioned, it's also on Tubi.
I think I'm going to watch this, guys.
Yeah, same. All right.
Thanks for the rec.
Mary says, first of all, thanks for the great reviews of The Way Home all season and the final Mailbag show. As far as this weekend's movie, A Castle of Our Own, a couple of thoughts. Overall, meh. The first film back for Brendan Elliott was a disservice to him script-wise. He doled out tons of helpful, in quotation marks, advice from the minute he met Marley. He didn't even know her and was already telling her how to live her life, deal with her boss, and relate to her child. The phone scene was pretty uncomfortable. Also, the relationship of a favorite uncle is a lot less complex than that of mother and daughter.
Fair.
Some did you see that moments? The gorgeous yellow blouse that Marley wore to the sandcastle contest was so inappropriate for the job at hand. The ex-husband was a peach, unusual for a Hallmark movie. The daughter was not a typical teen. She was great. Mercurial emotions that smoothed out with some understanding and attention. Fairly body positive move. Overall, not the best. Very predictable story, boundary hopping boss, and a sappy, typical Hallmark ending. They can do better. Thanks for your show. Keep up the great work, intermingled with laughs and pop culture references.
I still like that movie. I think Mary has a lot of good points here. I know there are a lot of really big Brendan Elliott fans out there. Do I think the script was a disservice? I thought it was a soft landing.
Yeah,
Just what I said before.
I agree with you.
Friend of the show, Jackie, sent me a personal text about A Castle of Our Own. She said, what I didn't like was that it leaned so hard into the working mom guilt trope of the past. I thought we were over the days of mom works so hard that she doesn't pay attention to her kid and they grow apart because of mom's job. I just felt it was so outdated and so unfair and really sexist to me. Nobody questions working dads, but we are still questioning working moms. So I was really sorry to see that. That was the foundation of the movie. This movie was an opportunity for the daughter to recognize how hard her mom works and how much she really wants to take her to Paris. When she kept reminding her that she promised to take her to Paris and then didn't, my first thought was, what a spoiled brat you are.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts on the working mom trope?
Yeah, I agree with Jackie. I agree with Jackie in that I don't like the depiction of like the working mom is abandoning her daughter. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, the dad couldn't go because he was working.
Yep.
right? Mm-hmm. Nobody gave him any SHIT about it.
Mm-hmm. Quick email from Shannon regarding Paris is always a good idea. She says, I asked Google and Barbara Niven is apparently playing Sherry. I can see her in that role for Paris is always a good idea. Also, you said, did we know that about Barbara Niven? I mean, it's in our post, so apparently we did, but I did not internalize that information. This is not like a scoop, but to these two goldfish brains over here, brand new information.
That's what we should call our company. Two goldfish brains. Right?
I'll get right on that.
We have an email from Janice. She writes, a couple of things semi-Hallmark related that you might find interesting. First, Peter Port plays Melissa Peterman's boyfriend/husband in the TV comedy Baby Daddy. I love that show. You should check it out. By the way, her TV son, Derek Thieler, is crazy hot.
Okay.
Hey, Janice. Thanks for the hot tip. I love this. First of all, Peter Port, pretty crazy hot as well. Love Melissa Peterman. Guess I'm watching Baby Daddy this weekend.
I always see Netflix feeding it to me. Like on my 30-minute laughs, but I've never watched it. Isn't Emily Osment in that show?
I have no idea. Can you hear Megan Googling?
Yeah. She's not. It's a different blonde. Chelsea Kane. Sorry, go ahead.
Janice also writes, the title of the series finale of The Way Home was Ahead by a Century. They kept up with the song titled episodes because that song is by the great Canadian band, The Tragically Hip. I also recommend you check that song out. It's a favorite. That's it. Keep doing what you're doing.
What a nice sentiment to end on, Janice.
Yes. I love our mailbags. I love our community. Guys, please continue to write in to us. These are so fun. These are so fun.
That's a wrap on this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark. We hope you enjoyed this surprise listener mailbag. We'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.